Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Gavril Vertex Showcase. If you didn't already watch part 1, then I'd recommend it. You can check the top right for that now. And as always, subscribe if you want. To start with, we have the street-tuned front-wheel drive version of the car, of the Gavril Vertex. It's got a spoiler, which sort of reminds me of like the Subaru-esque kind of spoiler. The whole kit does, to be honest, with the hood scoop as well. We've got a hood scoop, this livery going on here. I've got a laptop in the interior as well as an Omni steering wheel. Boost gauge there as well. NOS tank you can see down there, just there, behind the laptop on the floor. Got some custom wheels. Lip kit. Anyway, let's get started. Just in advance, I'm still sort of battling through the hay fever, so I'm going to try and cut out as much of the sniffs as possible, but some might still make it in. I really am sorry, but I've got to get this video recorded and get it out. Otherwise you guys will be waiting too long for a video. But yeah, sorry in advance. I'll cut out as much of it as I can in the editing suite. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the video. This thing's got some pretty decent power. It's got a turbo kit, so... doesn't really drift. So we'll take this for a bit of a, you know, spirited drive in the industrial state. This thing's pretty quick. Ooh. Damn. Alright. So, the damage for that one. Rear end sort of bent up. Suspension's not doing so good anymore. Light is out. Rear windscreen is out as well. Side is sort of all smashed. Pretty decent damage though. Still drives. Not particularly well anymore. I think it's pulling a bit now. It's either bent. Yeah, it's pulling to the right quite a bit. Take it off a jump though. Whee! Yep, that thing's pretty buggered. Alright, on to the next configuration. Next configuration is the street tune, but it's all-wheel drive. I want to see how this drives, so we won't skip this one. Let's turn off the ESC. Doesn't drift, not enough power / torque for drifting. Take it down the street. Oh god, don't crash. I don't want to crash yet. No! Okay, saved it, just. Ooh. That was unexpected. I hit rock. You can see the engine there with its red top on it, and the nitrous oxide injection as well. That's a nice little detail. Radiator's gone ham. Back is looking pretty okay. The front is obliterated though. Damn, I was not expecting that to happen. I'll have to keep away from the edges of these roads. Alright, on to the next one. For this version we got the stance version, which in my experience generally handles like, you know, pretty badly. This thing's basically just stock automatic as well. Stock ESC, it's got some coilovers or springs and these stretched sort of steelies that you see on a lot of these configurations. Honestly, it doesn't handle as bad as I thought it would. Usually these things are unbelievably stiff, but this actually has... It's stiff, there's not really much body roll, but it seems to handle this pretty well. But there's a road up here that I'll take you guys to. We'll see how this thing really performs. I'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, we've made it to the bumpy road. Just over there is the bumpy road. We're going to see how this thing performs with its stiff suspension. See what sort of damage it gets as well. So after that, front bumper's a bit dislodged. The suspension, all in all, seems to be pretty intact. We'll continue driving. We'll see what we can... see what trouble we can get into with this thing. I see a jump. We're taking it. That was not a jump. And we're on fire. That looked like a jump from the distance, but it's just rocks and bricks. Jeez. And now we're on fire. Oh, there's the damage. Front end is completely obliterated. Looks like it was hit by a truck and didn't hit a brick, but that's okay. Even the dashboard is damaged a bit. You can see that there. Yeah, that's the damage on this one. We'll move on to the next configuration. Next configuration is the lowrider version. There's a bunch of controls for controlling it. So we've got the... can hop all. We can hop right. Sort of see the suspension working there as well. It's got a neon pattern as well, so we can toggle the neon with control 4 and then control light with 1, so there you go. Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. Hell yeah. So we'll see how this handles. Thing's got turbo. This thing feels stiffer than the stance version, to be fair. Very bouncy. Jeez. This thing's definitely a bit out of its element on these roads. Sorry. Okay, somehow we're still going. Jeez. It took quite a bit of punishment. Oh, is that an intercooler? That's cute. The damage isn't so bad. The doors are a little bit dislodged. Windscreen's sort of smashed, but this thing would probably be fixable. Needs a whole new front suspension though, and probably subframe and other stuff, because that's probably all bent up. But yeah, pretty good. On to the next version. Next version is the camber tuned. This thing's, I feel like, is kind of reminiscent of like the ricey sort of style. Race inspired cosmetic enhancement. So just lots of visuals, not really that much power. It's got a turbo, I guess, which is cool, but still stuck with the auto. It's got a nice body kit with the vents. It's not really that nice. Side skirt extensions as well, front extensions. It's got the shopping list. Some Nomi on the front there. And Nomi on the back as well. It's been debadged as well. There's no badges on the right there. We'll see how it drives. This thing's very stanced. It's got a lot of toe. A lot of camber. I'm stuck. Alright, let's just move this. There we go. crash into the building. Simple crash there. Yep. On to the next configuration. This one we'll just go straight to the V8 Bozasaku because I think it's kind of better than the i4. The Bozasaku i4 is basically the same thing, but without the exhaust sticking out the hood because it's got the inline-4 instead of the V8. The V8 is really loud as well, but you guys won't hear that. So this is it. It's got insane lip kit. It's got some teeth there in the front. Custom wheels in orange. 69 there. Some really big wing on it. Extension kit on the rear as well. Wide body as well there. The engine, the exhaust sticking out the hood there. Some orange covers for the glass on the headlights. It's got some bucket seats, a steering wheel. Not sure if there's anything more going on in here. Doesn't look like it. It's got this like vinyl sort of wrap thing as well, which looks interesting. Very cool though. See how this thing sounds. It's got launch control. Let's get rid of the ESC so we can see if I can drift this thing a little bit. Drifts pretty well. Oh god. I say that and then I immediately spin out. Oh god. Yep. Yep, so the front end is pretty damaged there. Bit damage on the door and the windscreen. Hood is a bit dislodged. Bumper is now touching the ground. Steering is very broken. On to the next version. So we'll go for the donk. In manual. I was actually told that the automatic versions are faster in most cases, but I'm just going to stick with my personal preference of manual. So this thing has lip kit in the rear, these absolutely gigantic wheels, hood scoop there, spoiler, it's got a roll cage, a normie wheel, and this side exit exhaust which is extremely loud. It's got a supercharger as well. You can actually see the supercharger. Let me just rip off the hood. There's the supercharger. Looks pretty cool. Well, I really want to see how this thing does off-road, so that's what we're going to try. Alright, let's get a bit of speed, bit of a run-up. Whee! Jeez! Oh my god, my wheel fell off. That's fine, we can still drive. We're good. Although it says the miles per hour is a little bit intense right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Even with 3 wheels, this thing drives pretty well. Alright, we'll do a crash in it once we get up to speed. There we go. Big crash there. Radiators hissing. Looks pretty cool though. I do like this version. It's not something I'd personally drive in real life, but I just like how just insane it is. With these absolutely gigantic wheels. It's really cool. There's Fast Donk, which is just same thing but faster, so we won't show that one. But we will move on to the What the Hell special. A dragster with donk front wheels, that's basically it. Used with nitrous active, so we will. So, we'll replace this one. We will activate the NOS. Okay, no rev limiter. Good to know. Gonna reset that real quick. Oh. Look at the flames. Look at the flames there coming out the exhaust. Whoa. I want to roll it. Yeah, flames. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my. This thing. Okay, grip rolling is a thing in this car. Good to know. Alright, what we'll do then is we'll reset it here. Try and go as fast as we can. And then try and roll it. Oh, hold it. This thing is so insane. I love it. So that's this version. I like the cowl induction sort of hood going on here. That's pretty neat. If any visual. Very cool. Next version. The American Muscle. America, frick yeah. Some supercharged V8 goodness will give you the perfect amount of freedom. Indeed. So, this one obviously has a V8. It's got twin exit exhaust on there. V8 badging. Nice spoiler here. It's got some dice hanging from the mirror there. It's got a gigantic intake there, which works. That's pretty cool. Supercharger there as well. Obviously the V8. Front looks pretty the same. It's got the V8 sort of style sticker going on the side, kind of reminiscent of like the old days of V8 where they'd have like their badges on the side that said V8 and stuff. Not sure about blue for the colour personally, but it's just me. See how it drives. This thing drives pretty nicely. It's not too overpowered. It's got good brakes. If you floor it, it's got some decent torque to it, so you can get it sideways, which is cool. This thing's pretty controllable. Really, I like this one. Oh god, don't ditch it! See if we can try a little bit of drifting in this sort of parking lot area. Oh god, nope. Ah, no. Alright, so is that damage? Not an insanely pressure one. Dice are freaking out. Not too bad. I really like this version. It's probably my favourite configuration so far. Alright, next configuration is the eDrive P50D. In order to save the environment, the eDrive trim was introduced. It has only 50% of the P100 motors, hence it's the P50. Fair enough. So, this thing is electric. Spawns in this nice sort of green colour, very bright. Nice wheel choice. It's got ESC like all the others. It's got the fancy screen. The dials are different, so it's got the sort of the eco power and charge thing going on there, and the speedometer. I know absolutely zero about electric cars, other than the fact that they're silent. No exhaust, obviously, because this is the electric version.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I didn't say Alexa. Be quiet. Sorry about that. Alright, let's drive it. See how it is. It's got a sound, which is cool. Pretty talky. Whee! That's pretty much what I think of that, and of course it immediately bursts into flames. Yeah. Pretty cool though. We'll check out the next version of the electric. Let's have a look. So this is the P73D in order to save the environment. It just basically has 73% of the P100 motors, hence it's the P73. So this one would be slightly more powerful. And it is. It's got better acceleration, probably more torque. And take it off the same jump as the last one. Gets much further this time. This one didn't burst into flames, which is cool. You can see you got the motors in the back here. It's actually pretty detailed. Looks really good. Same here as well. Next version, we'll do the P100, so it'll be the most powerful version of the electric configuration. Yeah, this one definitely feels pretty fast. Spoiler as well. And it burst into flames. So this one actually has the P100D text on it as well, which is a nice little detail. B.Drive on the front as well. Chrome mirrors, very nice. That's the next configuration. So, next version is the wide body. Wide body version. It's got a wide body kit here. Some ETK wheels. Some canards on the rear. Spoiler as well. Stock interior by the looks of things. Yep. Seems it's just the NA engine. It's got the underglow as well, which can be toggled. More canards on the sides there. Like a side skirt extension. We'll crash this one. This time we'll go off to the left instead of the right. Yep. Pretty decent crash. I do love how the front sort of just folds on this one whenever you catch it in the bottom there. It's pretty cool. Next version is the other wide body kit. This thing has a pretty insane looking wheel setup. I think these are taken from the Vivas. Look pretty cool though. It's got like a little lip spoiler going on there. Obviously it's got the same lip kit. It's got the underglow as well. It's got a hood with a vent in it as well. It's pretty cool. And obviously the wide body kit. See if we can go over this jump. Okay. Oh. Well. That one's life ended pretty quickly. Damage looks pretty reasonable. Hood is very crumpled. Windscreen smashed. Radiator is making hissing noises. Yeah. On to the next configuration. It's another wide body one. So this is the other wide body kit. This has got a sort of plastic arch extension kit. I like how it flows though, it looks pretty good. I'd personally have it in paint, and it's got a different sort of lip kit going on. So we have a proper sort of sporty side skirt. I think a similar one was on the dog version. It's got the hood scoop, it's got the Subaru-esque sort of spoiler on it. Manual. Nommy wheeler as well, which is cool. Yeah, see how it drives. I think this is supercharged. Yep, pretty decent damage. This crash was quite interesting. Just kind of damage just all over in the rear and the front. Sides as well are a little bit damaged. Very nice. Next version. This is the drift version, so we're going to do some drifting with it as well. I've actually been practicing drifting a lot recently, so... Not in this car, but in other cars. And I've broken the steering. Nice. And it's back again. Alright, so note to self, no full lock because it breaks. Okay. In fact, we'll just do a giant burnout. Brakes are heating up. Is that one done? Brakes are pretty hot. They glow as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, next version. This one's the off-road. I actually do want to see how capable this thing is at off-roading. This thing has a absolutely insane roll cage. Look at that. Pretty good acceleration. It's got like a full snorkel kit. Front bash bar as well. Some lights, I think they work. Yep, they do. They blind me. Rear bash bar as well. This thing's awesome. Kind of reminds me of the Sunburst configuration. So I'm sort of just going to straight line it on the off-road. Seems quite fun off-road. It's really capable, good grip. Climb to one of the top of these, I think. Does it without any problems. This thing's really capable. Yep, there's that one done. On to the next one. Oh, we'll reset it first. Next one's the Demon. I imagine this thing will just be nuts. It's got supercharger, wide body kit, some very grippy wheels, pretty decently sized exhaust, huge wing, stripped interior, fully stripped interior, boost gauge, NOS, and the laptop as well. The dash is all stripped out, there's some buttons down there as well, which looks cool. And I immediately crashed it. Of course I did. So that's this version. Drives pretty well even when completely totaled. Pretty interesting crash there. Pulled the side pretty far down. It's pretty cool. Next version is the Inn0cent Customs. Tuned by Inn0cent Customs for insane performance. Has a huge T-Series T400 turbo sticking out the bonnet. Prepare for turbo lag. Place. Let's see. Yep. It's going to take a lot to spool that up. But interior-wise, this thing has obviously the manual transmission, big screen. It's got a km/h sort of speedo there in red. And it works. Nomi steering wheel. Boost gauge. Big spoiler. It's got diffuser in the back as well. It's got that Inn0cent Customs badge on the dash there. It's got it on the boot as well. So diffuser in the back. It's got underglow. Inn0cent Customs badge in the front as well. Inn0cent Customs banner. It's got this unusual sort of checkerboard style stripe on the top. Pops and flames. Got the dice as well. I like the dice. The dice are cool. It's pretty cool. Its front end is this thing is aggressive. I love it. The sound of that turbo. It's pretty cool. This thing really, really capable. I love it. And I rolled it, because of course I did. Roll it back onto its wheels, check out the damage. So roof's crushed in a little bit, turbo's looking a little bit on the sad side. It's kind of moved down slightly. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Steering is kind of tweaked in the front there. Front bumper's fallen off, but that was just because that happened when I rolled it over. Yeah, on to the next configuration. This is the Derby Beast. This thing has all sorts going on. So it's got bars on all of the roofs. It's got the radiator mounted to the top of the roof, so damage to the front doesn't cause it to overheat. That's really clever thinking. Looks like it's sort of made out of scrap pieces of metal. It's got this huge bash bar on the front. Very nice. Bash bar on the rear as well. The rear is a lot less protected. Not sure if there's any... Oh, there's reinforcement going on for throughout the entire chassis. This thing's really well set up. Bars on all the windows. It's got its number, which in this case is 12. Can I rip that off? I can. That's cool. Exhaust sticking out the hood. Maximum amount of power. Let's get something for this to crash into. So we'll get the Gavril Vertex. We will get the P100D version of it. And we'll move this to the end of the street. And we'll crash this into that. At however fast this thing will go. This thing has a turbo as well. Pretty short gearing. It's normal for a derby car though. Yeah, so even after that pretty fast crash, thing still drives, it's still pretty capable, can still steer, steering is all good. This thing's strong. Got nice grippy off-road tyres on it as well, on these steelies. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No. Alright, on to the next version. We'll leave that one over there, just in flames. Next is the quad turbo i4. In case one turbocharger isn't enough, you can always add more. This certainly is more boost than one could ever need, or is it? You decide. Feel free to watch the turbine spin. Yep, so as they say, turbine spin on this thing. Some nice flames going on there. It's got NOS as well. You can see the NOS here, stretching all the way over into the firewall. It's got BeamNG.drive banner on the windscreen. This pretty like drag-esque looking spoiler. Nice wheels. Obviously the turbine spin on the turbos, which is really cool. Let's do a bit of a burnout in this thing. Yeah! This thing's capable. Let's activate the NOS. The flames. Oh god. Bit too fast. Let's just quickly drag it back onto its wheels. It'll still drive probably. There you go. Near the turbo spooling there. Put it back on its wheels for the second time. Take a look at the damage. Yeah, pretty reasonable, pretty good. This thing's insane. I love it. Just a quick break from the showcase video to show you guys the link that was on the taxi configuration of part 1. Alright. My reaction to the link that was in the taxi cab. So www.youtube.com/watch !v equals bat DLZX RZFCYOS. Alright, next version is the truck engine swap. Oh my god. Yes, it has a T-Series motor strapped to it. It may end up underbraking as well. Well, we'll try that out. Oh my god. The fan spins as it should. It's really cool. It's got roof rack and a tow hook as well, so I guess if you wanted to try towing something with this, you could. Looks like the front clip is sort of just bent out the way in order to, you know, house the motor. That's insane. It's got a yellow pinstripe. Pretty cool. Decent acceleration near the turbo spooling. It's trying to do an endo. Perhaps we have to go a little bit faster for that. Let's turn around. Nope. It doesn't seem to want to do an endo. It's a shame, but the thing's just insane as it is, so like you can't really complain. Absolutely insane. Looks awesome though. Alright, on to the next version. So for this one we have Myth Crackers. Does anyone remember that one episode where they put square wheels on a truck? I do indeed. This one's going to end up destroying itself. It's actually better at high speeds, whereas if you slow down it gets a lot more uncomfortable. See how it is off-roading into a wall. Pretty cool. This thing must be so uncomfortable to drive. Alright, next configuration is the Christmas edition. Ho ho ho, it's time to get all these presents to where they belong. What could be better for this than a modified Vertex? Also try the horn. Okay, we could try the horn. That's great. That's awesome. It's got presents in the back, it's got a Christmas tree on the roof, it's got a spoiler, diffuser, aftermarket exhaust, obviously this Christmas livery. It's got a red nose on it, it's got Stig. Very cool. Pretty capable as well. Didn't realise it's got sequential in it. Father Christmas is total disgust slightly. R.I.P. Alright, next version. Is the Karma Initiative. Reference to the TV show Lost. Be careful, there's a heavy box in the trunk. It's expensive. Okay. I'm not sure what this reference means at all. See the box in the trunk? There it is. It's actually loose in there. Can we get rid of that? There we go. Yeah. Cool though. I'm not sure what that is referencing, but you guys can let me know in the comments if you'd like. Alright, next version. Taxi, a very fast taxi owned by a mechanic slash taxi driver in France who also has relations to the utterly useless police, and who also is a better policeman than the actual police. It's a movie series. Yeah, I know of this one. We'll just crash this one. It's got a big wing, some hood scoops, little taxi sign on the top. Very cool. Next configuration. That's the same taxi with the ad carry, so we won't do that one. We'll check out the general yeet. Can survive any jump without major damage. Not. Well, we'll test that. So, yeah. It's the general yeet based on the general Lee. It's got bash bar on the front. It's got the flag on the roof. 0 3/4 text on the side of it. Some grippy tyres. Oh god. Let's test its jumping capabilities. Zero out of 10 didn't survive. Cool configuration though. Next version. Brad Max. It comes from a place where trucks have tons of armor, and not having a weirdly scrambled together vehicle is rare. So this is Mad Max style. It's got armor on the windows and stuff. Twin exit side exhausts, supercharger, V8, roll cage, mommy wheel, some NOS. This thing's on the stronger side. Pretty cool. Alright, next version. Is Spears Dragster. Drag version inspired by other silly drag versions for Spears the Amazing HD. Has a triple supercharger mounted on the engine that can let us hit wheelie for a good 5 seconds with the right launch. Try idle. The supercharger screams. That was a pretty violent crash. It's got the triple supercharger on it as well. Spoiler as well. Nice spoiler. Very cool. Alright, next version. Actually skipped a couple, didn't need to do that, that's fine, we can just go back along the line. The GCG GCG edition, sorry. A config referencing an old mod for German comment gamer that broke like 4 years ago. Without his channel, I wouldn't be here, neither would this car. Okay, let's try it. This thing sounds pretty cool. Just crash this thing. Jeez. Let's just move this out into the street so we can see. And then pull it back onto its wheels. Or what's left of its wheels. Decent damage, again. Deformation's pretty good. It's got a German comment gamer livery on it with this sort of yellow pinstripe, and obviously the banner as well, and this sticker on the hood. Very cool. Next version. The Fail Race Edition, of course, is upside down. A version for Fail Race. Many references were hidden here. Feel free to turn it into a jelly car. Thank you for the great content, Alex. Alex is obviously Fail Race's name, so that's what that's referring to. It's got a big wing. It's got the very Fail Race style livery. Very cool. Some names on the side of it. Big wing. Interior is pretty nice, very stripped out. It's got the V8 in it. Got a shift light there. Wouldn't be a fail race car if we didn't try to roll this thing, so. That wasn't a roll, but it was a really interesting crash. The whole car is bent. Damn. There's the damage. On to the next version. It's the Shiny Odd edition, sorry. A version for Shiny Odd. It has the livery from the infamous SBEVE and is laid out for drifting. The V6 makes up for plenty of power. Thanks for letting me fix up SBV or SBV. I don't really know how to pronounce that. It's the livery. It's got Shiny Odd's channel art on it. It's pretty cool. Number 69. Nice. This thing drifts really nicely. It crashes nicely as well. The black hood as well. Big wing. On to the next version. Next version is the Ram Plow. We'll skip straight to the Ram Plow with Jato because it's more fun. Oh god. This has the V6. It's got an extreme... This one will definitely do an endo. It's pretty much doing it already. Jeez. See how fast we can go. Oh my god. This thing is pretty crumpled. That's this version, which is now in flames. Next version is the cannon car. When ram plows aren't enough, there's only one solution. Blast it into oblivion using iron hard cannonballs. Be careful when steering. It's surprisingly very top heavy. The stabilizers don't really help much. This cannon is very heavy. Let's see if we can roll it over. The stabilizers didn't do anything at all. That's fine though. Pretty insane amount of damage. The cannon's perfectly fine though, so that's good. You can take that off and mount it to another car. For this one, we'll just do one of the double-decker cars. So double-decker steering on top. So the difference with this one is the steering is on top of the car, and then the pedals are on the bottom car. So there's no pedals on this top one, as you can see. Only thing that's really missing detail-wise on this one is there's no like bar going down and connecting to the steering rack, but that's not too big a deal. It's just a small little detail that's been missed there. Oh, the lights work on both. That's pretty cool. Performance has definitely taken a hit with this. And I can't see anything. And we rolled it. Great news is that the top car basically acts as a huge crumple zone for this thing. So you can damage the top one quite a bit before the bottom one will get any damage. So at least when you're not doing like a direct sort of front end collision, it works pretty well. So obviously in a derby this would work relatively well. Yeah, it's really cool. Really clever idea. Also reminiscent of the Top Gear series. Well, sorry, Top Gear episode. This is a flying version of this. I have no idea if I'll be able to fly this. Probably not. We'll just drive it normally. I don't know the controls to fly it. Oh, jeez. That made me jump. It flies. Whee. Oh my god. That was pretty insane. I think flies pretty well though. Next version is the fidget spinner. If you'd like to commit immediate death, just go full throttle in this one. You'll see what I mean. So I have a feeling this was going to spin really, really fast. Ow. This one's making me very dizzy. Please stop. Okay. That one is definitely... That one's made me dizzy. Jeez. And we have the, we'll just pick one of the rally versions. We'll pick one of the inline 5 models, because we've seen a lot of inline 4 and other stuff like that. So we'll go for the assault version. Sequential. This thing drives really nicely. Bit bouncy, but not too bad. Still very controllable. Really responsive steering. Less responsive now. This thing's pretty cool though. It's got a nice livery, some sort of T37 sort of style wheels. Retech. Pretty cool. Alright, next version. So, inline-4 top speed record, stripped out and equipped with a low drag body kit. This car can reach speeds of 220 miles per hour, 367 kilometers per hour with an inline-4 motor. Thanks to some heavy engine tuning, it reaches about 550 horsepower. Be careful, it's front-wheel drive and has very slim tyres. So we'll see how fast we can get it on the sort of straight. I like these wheels, sort of like smooth style wheels, very cool. It's got a nice livery on it as well. The tuning laptop and the kilometer per hour speedometer as well. All the brakes are not very good. Caught it on the fence there. Very cool. This thing is destroyed. Again, the front end sort of folding whenever it gets caught and stuff. It's really amusing to watch. That's that version. On to the next one. We'll move straight to the track day all-wheel drive. This one has a body kit with the vents, some Folk wheels. It's got tow hook there, a custom hood with the hood vent. It's got a gear. Just shows you what gear you're in there. Shift lights. Some canards on the front. Cool. Big wing. There's that crash. Damage in the front there. Obviously windscreen smashed. Rear is not doing so good anymore. That's that version. We'll move on to the next one. So for this one, we'll go to the we'll skip the electric track day because it's just the same thing, but electric instead. We'll go on to the hill climb version. Thing's very capable when I'm not driving it. There's the damage on that one. This thing's got a huge wing. Nice body kit, wide body kit as well. Stripped out interior, bucket seats. It's got sequential gearbox as well, with the gear shifter there as well. Boost gauge, all the usual stuff. For the ultimate track performance, this version has wings to offer, a lot of them, and a huge diffuser. as well as an inline-5 engine that's good for 1,001 horses. It can pull up to 2 Gs. Be careful when driving at lower speeds. Be careful at driving at lower speeds, okay? So this is the Extreme Time Attack version. It's got the number identifier there, 35, and if you reset the car, it should change the number. Yep, so 25, 44, 49, 77, etc. It's pretty cool. I stalled it, nice. It's got fire extinguisher there in the interior. There's that version. The wing in the front is huge. Wing in the rear too. Very cool. Next version is the Vertex-Ella, or Vertex-Ler. A pro car-esque version with a V6 that revs to 16,000 RPM. Be careful when pushing it out of corners. Okay. I think fucking idles at 3.5K. Jeez. So this thing's got some canards, a nice splitter, wide body kit as well, roll cage, steering wheel, the shift light, and the I really don't know what I call the fucking thing with the numbers. Sorry about that. Big spoiler, some canards just everywhere really. Let's try this one. This thing has an insane amount of power and is insanely loud. That's that version. There's the damage. Door is open. It's kind of crashed in a bit. Pretty cool. Next version is the Power Demon. We're going to go straight to the all-wheel drive version. Only for tough girls and boys. It just screams power. The engine sticks out the bonnet to let your opponents know that you're in serious trouble. With NOS, it throws a staggering 1,001 horsepower onto the road. Even with all-wheel drive, it manages to spin the wheels. That thing is a handful to control. We'll move it. So you can see the damage. Yep. It's got a huge wing and the engine as well, obviously. Next version is the Super Vertex, inspired by a street legal 1,200 horsepower all-wheel drive DSG Golf 1. Features a super powerful V6 engine hooked up to an 8-speed DCT. It will own everything on the drag strip. Sounds pretty nice. I really like this V6. There's the damage on that one. Brakes were glowing as well, which is cool. Next is the Ventacorn. This is Con Cube's insane drift vehicle, custom tuned by Innocent Customs. It has a twin-charged 1600 horsepower V8 power plant and all-wheel drive welded diffs. It's perfect if you want to do mad skids, even if you're not a good drifter, thanks to all-wheel drive. This thing's insane. This is so loud. Oh god. Jeez. So this one has the Innocent Customs windshield banner. It's got an absolutely gigantic wing on it. It's got the diffuser as well with all the canards. It's got the wide body kit. It's got this twin charged V8. It's just it's got a Nomi race wheel. It's got stripped interior, fully stripped interior, bucket seats, driver and passenger. It's got nitrous oxide. It's got a fire extinguisher down there. It's got the sequential gearbox. Doesn't have the shift light, but it does have the boost gauge and also the gear, like the current gear. So next version. Next version is the drag. We'll do the drag with blower because it looks cooler. There's also a front wheel drive drag, but we're going to skip that one. We'll check out the E-Drive dragster as well. So is that one pretty fast, very capable. Next version. So I've got the E-Drive dragster. An electric dragster custom tuned by Innocent Customs. The battery discharges at an insane rate, however, as the motors are cranking out silly power. Quarter mile in 7.7 seconds. So really, really fast. I love the detail on the electric version. It's got like the full like motors here as well with all the wires and stuff. It looks really, really cool. Really nice attention to detail. Alright, next version. Is the Gold Digger. Literally as heavy as gold. Perfect for anyone that wants to brag with their wealth. Okay. That's kind of a rich knob sort of car. We'll do this crash from passenger view. See how it looks. So kind of light damage, not too bad. Very cool. Next is the Dio. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Volante or Valente. DNA implanted into it. You know that car that goes Mach 8.6, where I made it with the Kraken. Can reach speeds of Mach 1. To reach top speed, remove the trunk. Also drive it in manual mode. You may need to wiggle it a bit at high speed, bring it above Mach 1 at a speed. Okay. Whee! Jeez. So it burst into flames. Let's just take a look at some of the details on this thing. So it's got these nice looking wheels. Huge brakes in front and rear. It's got a wide body kit. Some canards on the front bumper as well. The spoiler. It's the Dio Volante or something. I'm really bad at pronunciation, so I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Chrome mirrors. Huge NOS tank in the passenger footwell. Got the screen and the stripped sort of dashboard going on there. It's got the top speedo there as well. I'm not sure what engine this thing has. It sounds different to all the rest. So look, yeah, so it's a really high revving sort of V8. Sounds really interesting. Obviously we got the NOS nitrous oxide injection there as well. Very cool. Next version. I think we're on to the last ones now. Yeah, so we're on to these versions. So we've got the Rampower Jetto God mode, got the Meme, the Super Secret, and the Broken one. So we'll start with the Rampower Jetto. So this one is about as crazy as you could expect. Oh my god! It bounces so much. Jeez. Yeah, that is pretty strong, huh? Very cool. Next version is the Meme. It's one huge crap post inspired by the BeamNG Reddit memes and general silliness of other folks from the internet. It has 15 gears. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. It's got a spoiler on the front. It's got some ears. No material. Oh my god, look at this thing. Much wow, middle text, such dank. Download Shadow Legend. Oh, go away. No, we're not doing that. Got a huge intake on the top here that does nothing, seemingly. Illuminati. I've run out of ideas. Ha, you're reading it upside down. Very funny. Interior is pretty much stock. It's got a fire extinguisher there. I'll just crash this one. Oh wow, the ears actually wobble. That's insane. Look at that. It's so cool. Oh my god, this thing's insane. I love it. Alright, next version is the Super Secret. It's a secret. If you want to have fun, try to inject NOS after slowly going up to 240 kilometers per hour, 150 miles per hour in fourth gear. You'll see what I mean. Alright. Jeez. Oh, jeez, my ears. Okay, so I am now deaf. That was painful. This thing's insane looking. It's got all the track width. I'm gonna just turn it off so I can hear myself think. Nice livery. Got custom rear wheels, front wheels as well. Got the hood. Got the V6 again, supercharged. Stripped interior, fully stripped. Got paddle shifter steering wheel. Not me again. Huge NOS tanks. Very cool. Alright, next version is the broken one. It's not a bug, it's a feature. This config is so hilariously broken that I'll just leave it here so you can have a laugh too. Going into the park somehow caused me to go 400 kilometers per hour in reverse and broke the realm of reality. Yeah, well, we'll try that out. What the hell? Okay. This thing is very broken. And that is the last version of the vehicle. I hope you enjoyed this sort of two-part episode of BeamNG Showcase. Let's just turn this off so you can hear me. I really hope you enjoyed it. I put a lot of effort into this to give you guys some sort of different content rather than my just progress on my mods. Really hope this is something you guys want to see more of. If it is, please mention that in the comments. Give a like, subscribe if you want.